Okay, we are in the middle of a little bit of our predicament. We're currently in Hard Vale, where we are fighting the army of Lord Caddo. Now, I'm fairly certain, based on what we've got here, we are going to win this battle fairly easily. Our problem is this army here, the army of Sir Lucas. They are actually on the way to try and intercept us, and we don't have enough men. We won't be able to get out of there in time unless these guys change direction. Now, is that something that's going to happen? Well, to be honest, I don't know. We're just about to get an additional 25 gold from ransoming a prisoner, which will allow us to possibly raise about maybe 200 more troops. Unfortunately, we don't have a fleet, so I can't even spirit them round to Iron Oaks to be a little bit faster. Now, perhaps what we can do is just have a look. So it cost us 30 gold to get 15 ships, and that is a lot of money. And 15 ships is all it gets us. But potentially we could intercept these guys at Iron Oaks, but for what point? It's not going to do a lot at all. So let's have a look at what we can do in terms of hiring some people. Now, in order to get some speed, I would preferably like someone who's got quite a lot of horses. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be many of them. There we go, 62, 62. So there's Dunson of the Hedge Knights. He looks like someone we need to have a look at. And then there's Philip. Philip doesn't have enough men though. So I think we're going to go ahead and possibly hire... Well, in fact, we've got these guys here. So we'll hire Tristan. And we'll hire Ormond. So we've got 390 reinforcements on their way. They won't be in Rothermont until the 6th of November. And that's not good. Currently that says January, but things can change. Who knows what happens in war. Keep an eye, see, 20th of August. That happened very quickly. So they're going to be in Iron Oaks on the 20th of August. 26th of October. So essentially reinforcements are a month behind. So what we're going to have to do is try and hold out after we win this battle. We've already turned the flanks, which is great. The centre has crumbled and run. Let's quickly reorganise, and by reorganising we're putting all hands pretty much in the centre. It's set for Ironborn Raiders. Now the Ironborn Raiders, they're going to cover our flanks. Now it's not going to be too many of them, in fact you guys can cover the flanks instead. That's a bit better. So we'll take that. I like how he's just one man on his horse. It's probably costing us a bit of money, but I'm not going to go into micromanaging that right now. Not when we have a battle. Even if we were to run, we would get to... We'd still be too late. So it looks like Hardvale is the place where we're making our stand. Reinforcements need to hurry up. I've gained the trait Envious, not the best trait in the world to have. 9th of September is when these are arriving. And they've just gone up to 2,000 strong with the leftover remnants of the army that we have just gone ahead and crushed. So they've got double our number. Here we go. Battle's begun. How have they lined up? Looks like Lucas of Goldtown has gone very heavy in the centre. Even with our small flanks, we're actually still outnumbering each of their flanks, which is good for us. So we're starting legendary harassment and then followed by a shield wall. That is good. They've botched their shield wall, and they've actually, both flanks have actually botched their volleys as well. Classic volley. legendary Vale. So we're doing okay in the centre, that's not too bad. We've turned both of their flanks, so now it's all hands against the centre. If our centre holds, we might be able to turn this around. Reinforcements are almost with us, arriving on the 24th. It's a fairly even fight. Impressive cavalry advance and then followed by the charge. This is too close. We think we're going to turn it. There we go. We've just taken the advantage, which is great. And looks like we've managed to pull it off. Well, who would have thought that? And our reinforcements have just arrived. Well, in a moment. Well, that was good. I enjoyed that. Unfortunately, we didn't actually capture anyone. We need to start capturing people to sort of pay these mercenary bills. There we go. So we've got over 1,000. They're heading to the area. We're just gonna chase them. Hopefully, try and make a little bit of cash back. That victory didn't really affect the war score too much. So we can see by the battles, we're the ones doing all the winning, unfortunately. Without us taking... oh, that's great. Yeah, without us taking Hearts home, it's going to be difficult for us. Hearts home. Garrison of 1,000. Levy of 2,895. It's too strong for us. What we could do is try and take some of the other regions. They'll be too strong. Maybe Snake would be fine. Yeah, Snake would be perfect. We should be able to take that. Here we go. Second battle. They've got reinforcements coming in. Army of Sir Jaden. We should be able to take this one. Even if they do get reinforcements, we should be able to take that. They arrive now. Our centre is struggling. We're running. There we go, so we just gained another victory there. Excellent. They're heading off to Crown Crag. We're going to chase them, but we're actually going to make sure that we are protecting Gustin a little bit. So that's how we're going to line up for this. Unfortunately, once again, war score hasn't changed. We might have to start thinking about declaring a white peace. I know we spent a lot of money, but it's really all we can do right now. We can carry on with these small engagements, but unless we're wanting... oh, Sorella, half-sister, and she's dead. Yeah, so unless we want to carry on this war for, you know, hundreds of years, I don't think we're going to be able to win it. What we'll try and do though is we'll see what sort of an impact taking somewhere like Newkeep or Snake's Woods would have. Because even if that has a small impact, it allows us to reassess a little bit. Right now our monthly expenditure, we're good for a few months yet. Tywin's died. Wow, who's inherited then? Well, it can't be Jaime. And it can't be Tyrion. Who's in charge of the Westlands? Tommen. Wow. Oh, that's a thought actually. Where's my sister? Rickon's still in prison with Mance Crowkiller. Bugger it, he's in prison. Yes, they would, and we would get an alliance, we're going to go for that. Sorry Rickon, but you're in prison. And we could do with an alliance, to be honest with you. Speaking of alliances, we're still waiting on Lara Tarth, who is under the control of Brienne of Tarth. Her mum is actually Cecile Dondarrion, who was actually married to Selwyn, which was Brienne's father. So, good old Selwyn. So So we're trying to marry the sister of Brienne of Tarth. Army of Runestones getting a few more little reinforcements. I always miss that she's only 7, this is going to take a good while. See, not enough men, straight up to Snakewood. Let's see if we can just take that as quickly as we can. Enforce demands, no, the war's indecisive, and right you are. It's very indecisive, and it's also very costly so far. Speaking of cost, might be an idea if we get good old Rylene, try to collect some taxes. Build spy network in Erie, see if we can uncover some plots, generate some revenue there. We've caught up with the people in Snakewood and we've won a victory, however we can't take Snakewood. Newkeep we should be able to manage, their garrison is much smaller, yeah. So what I might do here is just see something. Guston, where are you? So we've only got 31. So that's interesting, I might split this. So we're going to create a new unit. It's going to be you guys and we're going to disband you. So Guston's gone home. This should allow us to sort of restock some of our levies, so we're going to be training troops. Hopefully get this a bit up. And we'll let the sellswords do the work for us. The only reason we're going to do this is we can't afford the sellswords for much longer. Not unless we have some sort of windfall, and we can't take it. Bloody hell. 233, we can take that. Scorched Vale. And then probably Coldwater. We won't be able to take Wycliffe, but we can take Crow's Baron. So there are some places, so there we go. So we're besieging Scorched Vale, which is Soul Lands. He's actually blinded as well. So we do have some armies coming up that we probably need to keep an eye on. They'll be able to generate close to 1,000 men. We're rebuilding as fast as we can. I've gained the trait of trained fighter, that's good. Daenerys is still declaring wars left, right and centre. Let's have a look at me. We're coming along okay, we're not doing too bad at all, considering that it's our Master of Arms who's doing the training. Well, that's good. Levy reinforcement rate up 50%. That's exactly what we need. Hopefully we can get that up to about 1,000 then call them. Robb Stark's died of an infected wound. Poor old Robb. Get rid of all these. Just wish there was a button like remove all. That would be nice. Playing with other children, you seem to favour those who you are closest to in relation. That's interesting. Everyone is equal, okay, I should try and be nicer. And the army of 1200 have joined. So we should be able to take these. These are going to come for us. There we go, we've managed to take it. It has done very little. Occupation 2%, that's it.